Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sanjana. In today's video, I'm going to be setting up my Ink Bucket planner for the Word of the Year spread. So here in the spot, I was actually trying to look for a page at the beginning of the planner itself to add this, and I've almost set up all of the pages, and the ones that I haven't, I need it for something else. So I found this. It's got this square grid. Initially I thought I would leave it as it is, but then I was like, you know what, I can add my Word of the Year here because it's at the beginning and this is sort of like a non-functional page too, so I can add it here. This is full of design, so I don't want to like spoil that. Let's get started with this, and I'm gonna try something different which I haven't done before. That is, I will be using scrapbook paper. So recently I bought like a scrapbook paper set, and I found this within that, and I feel like for the word that I have chosen, the color is really good, and I love that it's plain but got a little bit of pattern on it. So let's get started with gluing this down. And in case you don't know how to pick a word for 2022 for yourself, I recommend you to check a podcast episode that I did last year. I've spoken about the process of how you can choose your word so that you can make the best use out of it. Because previously I have chosen words that I thought it would help me a lot, but it ended up like working against me, and I became more like stressful, and I did not use it properly. So in that episode I speak about how you can pick a word for yourself, the process, as well as how you can use it throughout the year. So we are good with the clue. I actually shared it on Instagram, and I know a couple of you have listened to it, and 2 people messaged me that it was quite helpful. So go check that out. It's actually on YouTube as well. I have uploaded it in the YouTube format too. I will link it in the description box in case you want to check that out. Okay, so we have this ready to go. Now to add the word, I was just going through my sticker box and I saw these alphabets here. It is over here. Yeah, we have like a bunch of alphabets that's repeated, so I thought I could create my word with the help of these stickers. And also my word for 2022 is tranquility, so this is just perfect because it's got a lot of like tropical and greenery like illustrations within these letters, and this color too is a great like background for this without being it too like without having too much of contrast. So I am gonna start off, and while I set up this, I could share a little about why I chose it and how I'm gonna be using it for 2022. So I have been doing this, I think, since a long time. I've been choosing some sort of a word that I could use over the entire year. It started working out for me from 2020, and that was because of the year-end review process that I did, you know, wherein we set up this 2021 reflection page. Where did it go? This one. If you haven't watched that video, go check it out, because doing this exercise is gonna help you in so many other things that you're gonna work on throughout the year. So I just recommend you to do that activity. I know a lot of people like tend to skip that and move ahead to like goal setting and all of those exciting things, but this is like the first step and the most important step in your goal setting process, so I highly recommend you to go do that. Anyways, in 2019 December, I did my reflection. I think that was the first time like I felt I found the right like questions and the right journaling prompts that really helped me to do my reflections properly. So I did that, and then I felt like, okay, instead of a word, let me choose a phrase, and I chose one day at a time. That really helped me to establish like good habits. I don't know how I want to like place these, because I know it's not gonna be straight because there are no lines here and it's difficult to like line things up. So I might like move these up and down or move it diagonally. Okay, so yeah, it really helped me to just focus on the current day and not really think about future, next Monday, next month, those kind of things. And then for 2021, I chose the word experiment because I just wanted to try things. I do have like that perfectionist tendencies wherein I fuss over the smallest things and try to make that thing like the best in the world, and that is really not good. I feel like it holds me back way more than it like increases the quality or it moves me ahead. So I wanted to like come out of that mindset, and what really helped me was to replace it with the mindset that I want, and that is experimenting, like without really worrying about what the results might be, just trying different things, trying different approaches, whether it was in the business, whether it was just in my life. I think it was quite useful. It really helped me to make aligned decisions and also take proper actions. And this time I was just thinking about, okay, what word can I choose? And I'd almost gone ahead with another word, just following the same. Actually, I had not followed the process yet. I was just thinking about, okay, I want this particular word for 2022. And then today I was just thinking about, okay, like, do I need to choose another word? Do I need to just go ahead with this particular word itself? And I did my process, the one that I've explained in the podcast, and I also use like tarot reading along with it, because that I feel like it helps me a lot to just like cement things in my brain. So I did that. I did my tarot reading and I was like, okay, I want my word for 2022. So I want tranquility be my word for 2022. And this one, the way I'm gonna be using it is to like if I worry about stuff, and especially about like there's some things that I'm hoping that it would happen in 2022, and instead of like constantly worrying about it, I can bring myself back to the mindset or the mental space of tranquility. Just stay calm, stay peaceful. That is one thing. And then another thing is like when I'm working on different projects or just day-to-day stuff, sometimes you tend to get a bit anxious and then you tend to like stress out over small stuff or even like big stuff. And that like stress and anxiety, it really doesn't serve. It helps me like move away from the place where I want to be when I'm making decisions. And that's another thing. Basically, like, if I'm stressed over something or if I'm anxious about a certain situation, I want to bring myself back to the space of tranquility and then think about or like approach it from that perspective. So that is one way. And another area of my life where I feel this is going to be quite helpful is my health. And that too, like, stress and anxiety causes a lot of like health issues. I have experienced that over the last it's better now, but I think in like 4 years back I did experience it, and it's not a nice place to be. So like doing meditation really helps to lower the stress. Journaling really helps me, or like getting out of the house, going out for a walk, being in nature. All of these things really help me. So this word will just guide me to keep moving in that direction rather than moving in the direction of stressing and worrying about things which might lead to like health issues. Tranquility. I'm just trying to like be sure the spelling is right, because sometimes you can mess these things up, and I hope like it fits properly with the space that I have. IDY I think will be good. I think it'll just be perfect with the space that we have. I had a total different like plan for the spread. Let me actually show you like what I had planned. And I'd even like prepped the spread for that particular word. And I don't know, just like before filming, I was just doing something online, and then I saw this word, actually saw the word tranquil, and it just connected. I was like, oh, you know what, I might want to like use this word instead of the word that I had chosen. Okay, so the word that I had chosen was like explore. So I thought like, you know, explore would be a nice word, because I wanted to, instead of like going and learning about new things, I wanted to like explore in the knowledge that I already have. You know, if you don't know to do a certain task, like instead of going and searching how to do that, probably just like give yourself some time to really think about it before going and googling. I know that's become quite convenient, so I feel that's not such a good habit where you're googling like small things. Sometimes it's nice to give your brain a little bit of exercise. And I was like, oh, that's gonna be a great word for me. And I wanted to I had this in my mind like for the last few months, and I wanted to like follow the process. I was like, no, you know, do I actually need it or not? But then when I saw this word, it just immediately connected, and I did my tarot reading, and that just like cemented the fact that I need this in my life. And here it is. Let me actually show you how I wanted to set it up. Like my plan was to use like scrapbook paper itself, but I actually chose like this particular like design, and then I cut out, even this was like part of that scrapbooking like paper set. So I had cut these letters to like add. There is another E which has fallen down like somewhere. I need to pick it up. So yeah, this was like my actual plan to use, and I have mentioned this various times in my previous videos. Any goal that you're setting, any word like you choose, or you know, the images you select for your vision board, or like, you know, these intentions that you set, it has to always like sort of create an emotional reaction within your brain and heart. You have to connect to it, and that is what really helps. With explore, I had connected to it, but when I saw this like tranquil online, when I was googling something, it just like, it had a different feeling. So anything you pick, make sure you're emotionally connected to it. That'll really help. Okay, we have this. I like the way it looks. I feel it's quite simple, and it also I feel it's giving the tranquility vibes, so that is nice. I actually thought I could add like a big header called word of the year, because I don't want to like spoil the look and the vibe and the aesthetic of the spread. I'm just gonna like do a cursive writing and write in like really small font. It says word, and here in the end, I think just to like balance it out, I'm gonna write what it means. Free from disturbance. It can be like disturbance of thoughts. Oh, and also one more thing that I that I felt like, you know, in a way I could use this word was while I'm working on things, I have this habit of like playing something in the background and working on stuff. I don't mind doing that when I do my chores or things like that, but when I'm working on my job or when I'm planning for these videos, I always have something like playing in the background. So I think in certain situations it would really help me to like minimize the like distractions and disturbances around me and be in this tranquility mindset. It also means calm. So I think this like minimal setup, like I'm okay with this, and most of my spreads are quite like, it's, you can see here I use a lot of stickers and I love filling the entire page up, and it really makes me happy. But I think for this particular page I'm gonna like leave it at this. It just gives me really good vibes even when I look at it now, so I think I'm gonna leave it at this now. If you have chosen like your word already, leave it in the comments below. I'd love to know about it. Also, we are very, very, very close to like 1K subscribers, so as soon as that's done, let's start working on the book club, which I mentioned a few weeks back. So awesome, guys. I think I will leave this video here because it's quite a minimal setup, and you can check out that podcast episode which has all the details about how you can pick your word for the year. I've also made a podcast episode on how I chose like, or how I was planning to use experiment for 2021. I think that might also help you, give you a little bit of insight as to how you could use the word that you have picked. Alright then, I think I will stop now. I'll let you guys go, and I'll see you tomorrow in the video wherein I will be using the Happy Wagon Planner by Tatiana. I haven't like done any of the setup. Actually, tomorrow is my first day back to work after the holidays, so I will be setting up in this planner. We'll start off with adding some reminders that we need. I will see you in tomorrow's video. Bye.